Thanks for joining us. I'm Megan Roberts. The Manitoba Inuit Association has appointed an interim CEO. It comes on the heels of a petition calling on the organization to investigate allegations of sexual and physical abuse against its CEO, Nastanya Mullen. As TJ Deer reports, it sparked a wider movement within the Inuit community.
It all started with a social media post by popular Inuk musician Tanya Tagak. Soon afterwards, multiple people came forward with allegations of abuse against Nastanya Mullen. The movement grew so large, a petition to remove Mullen as CEO of the Manitoba Inuit Association has almost 1,300 signatures. It also has its own hashtag, InuitMeToo. Tagak is using her voice and her platform to draw attention to the Inuit Me Too movement.
I just think it's time to stand up. And even though I can do my best to be a megaphone, because I know how scary it is to come forward. And there's a lot of inspiring people coming forward that are giving us hope.
The MIA told CBC News on Friday that they were appointing an interim CEO, but weren't prepared to comment on what they called outside matters. The MIA didn't confirm Mullen's status, or if it's looking into the allegations against him, or even who the interim CEO is. The movement is being supported by many Inuit organizations, big and small. Tara Kungataluhik Tutu Fotheringham is the president of the Amautit Nunavut Inuit Women's Association. She says she's received messages from many people sharing stories of alleged abuse, and that at least 2 of them have made police reports.
As silent as these women have felt over the years, now it's so loud, it's deafening. We want to make sure that these women never feel like they have to be silenced again.
Another Inuk supporting the movement is Nunavut Senator Nancy Kahetak Lendell. She spoke with CBC News a day before Friday's announcement.
You cannot continue to keep sweeping things under the rug when you know there are issues happening in your own organization. And I'm not referring only to that one organization that petitions are being directed to. It's overall.
After multiple attempts to contact him, Mullen declined to comment when eventually reached by CBC News. The latest allegations against Mullen come after the Manitoba government previously investigated him and the MIA over inappropriate workplace behavior and financial misconduct. But a third-party investigation cleared the MIA of any wrongdoing, and the matter was dropped. TJ Deer, CBC News, Iqaluit.
In the Yukon, the city of Whitehorse has responded to a lawsuit over design work at a public building. Local contractor Kobayashi and Zeta claims it was never paid for its services. Tori Fitzpatrick has that story.
The city denies all of the allegations laid against it. Kobayashi and Zeta claims it signed a contract with the city in 2022 to design renovations here at the Mount McIntyre Recreation Centre. But it says the city never paid its invoices and terminated the contract without explanation. It also claims the city breached the contract by awarding it to a third party. The company is asking for nearly $350,000 for the unpaid invoices, plus damages. In a statement of defense filed recently, the city says it did not breach the contract with Kobayashi and Zeta. It claims Kobayashi and Zeta was in default of the contract. The city says it terminated the contract lawfully. It is asking that the case be thrown out. None of the allegations have been tested in court. Tori Fitzpatrick, CBC News, Whitehorse.
There's a new lead testing protocol for schools in the Northwest Territories. It comes after water in 3 schools had lead levels higher than Health Canada's recommendations. The government of the Northwest Territories admitted this summer that it didn't use best practices in initial water testing. The new protocol will include specific plans for testing water at each school.
Based on the random sampling that we did last year, which, well, it wasn't, completely thorough and necessarily how scientifically it should have been done, it did give us some results, and those results, didn't show elevated levels. So personally, I'm pretty optimistic and hopeful that we don't have a widespread problem. If we do, we'll look at what those solutions are. If it's a matter of filters and flushing systems, that's one thing. If it's a matter of replacing piping, then it becomes more expensive.
The GNWT plans to test water in all 47 schools by the end of the school year. Schools will be prioritized based on the age of the infrastructure and the age of the students. Younger children are more susceptible to lead in water, so elementary schools will be among the first. Auger says Polytech School was the first tested last week. They're still waiting for the results. Those will be posted on the GNWT's new water testing website. The Northwest Territories Housing Minister says she's not surprised by a scathing report from the Auditor General of Canada on housing NWT. The report was released on Tuesday. It highlights persistent problems with how housing is assigned and maintenance issues. NWT Housing Minister Lucy Kaptana says she knows there are problems and pointed to a massive backlog in maintenance requests.
Right now, I think we have over 45,000 work orders across the Northwest Territories and with local housing organizations. So let's get that number down. Let's improve conditions. Let's upgrade people's homes. Let's look at the plumbing. Let's look at the foundational work. Let's look at all of the work that we have to do.
Kaptana says there needs to be more communication between housing organizations and regular quarterly updates for accountability. She also questioned whether the GNWT should even provide social housing. Kaptana suggested that Indigenous governments and non-governmental organizations could instead manage public housing on behalf of Housing NWT. NWT, RCMP are investigating the destruction of a welcome sign near Inuvik. The Nunavut Council placed the sign along the Inuvik to Tuktoyaktuk Highway last year. It reported the incident to RCMP on Monday. The sign was broken into pieces and left damaged on the side of the road. The Nunavut are calling the incident an act of hate.
It's almost really sad because this is where we're at. And if this is where we're at, we as leadership need to do more work and focus our efforts, within our communities to heal our communities.
McLeod hopes to find out who damaged the sign and to speak with them. In Nunavut, the territorial election is over, but the work now starts. Nunavut's constituencies are welcoming members of the Legislative Assembly, both new and old. Tharsha Ravi Chakravarthi reports.
The elected MLAs are heading to Iqaluit for orientation with some new voices. One of them is Fred Peterson, a newly elected MLA for Cambridge Bay. He may be new to the legislature, but he is not new to working as a leader in the community. He says he worked for Kitikmeot Inuit Association for over 20 years, eventually becoming executive director. After a month of campaigning and speaking to the community of Cambridge Bay, he says he's ready to address their concerns.
They'd like to see passengers arriving into Cambridge Bay through Yellowknife having to go through security screening first. Right now they don't have to do that. We can just walk onto the plane, so getting security in Yellowknife will be one of the big things I'll push for.
Janet Brewster is returning to the legislature. She was re-elected in Iqaluit. She doesn't just have experience working as an MLA. She's also worked for over 20 years with the Department of Health. She says she wants to continue working to address the housing crisis and change the way we approach mental health concerns.
People in mental health crisis don't belong in jail cells, and so I'd like to take that step in order to improve our response, which would also include a coordinated plan of action for the individual in crisis so that they're actually accessing mental health services and support.
In her next term, she says she wants to work on balancing leadership between incumbents and newer voices. 3 ridings are awaiting a recount after their elections were too close to call. Tharsha Ravi Chakravarthi, CBC News, Toronto.
A correction to a story we aired last week. In it, we said no Yukon politicians or those vying to be MLA attended a Whitehorse event for Poverty and Homelessness Awareness Week. In fact, an NDP candidate was at that event.
Singer Sarah McLachlan has launched an all-female tour.
I was in disbelief that I'd never heard of it before.
Paula Cole, Erica Badu,
Sinead O'Connor, Missy Elliott, Sarah McLachlan, Sheryl Crow, Jewel.
Promoter said, you can't put two women on the same bill, people won't come. And it put a huge fire under my butt to prove them wrong.
Women singer-songwriters in the 90s, they're my Northern stars.
This is much bigger than what we even thought it could be.
On your marks.
Get set.
Miracles never cease.
They're making more money than they have ever made in the history of the music business.
I'm a nanny.
Like Mary Poppins?
It's like the Force. Sorry, have you seen Star Wars?
No. Very predictable, you know that?
I'm hardly predictable.
Watch me follow my every move.
I'm trying very hard not to connect with people right now.
Wonderfully vibrant cuisine.
Salted egg yolk, Dungeness crab.
The most generous people you'll ever meet.
We always want to share the best with you. That's how we show love.
Lavish celebrations.
If this is where Filipino food is headed, I'm so proud.
Beautiful.
The city was under a state of emergency.
When you want news,
was found alive.
we are here for you.
CBC News, Ottawa.
And here.
Winnipeg, Whitehorse,
And here.
Cote-du-Lac,
And here.
Montreal,
Calgary,
Vancouver,
Charlottetown, Dartmouth.
A man purchased this box.
What did he look like?
A man. Normal. Not particularly attractive. And he's standing right behind you.
So, you want to watch the CBC News streaming channel? You can, wherever and whenever you want. Here's how to find us. We're on the CBC News app, on CBC Gem, and on your smart TV. Stream anytime, it's always free. CBC News.
In Nunavut, the Kitikmeot Inuit Association, or KIA, has a new president. The organization appointed James Ituluk to the role at a recent meeting. He's taking on the job from his predecessor, Robert Greenlee, who took a medical leave of absence before dying last month. Ituluk says he will honor Greenlee's legacy and ensure that Greenlee's commitment to the Kitikmeot continues. Ituluk will hold the position until KIA holds an election in December of next year. The skeleton of an ancient species of rhinoceros has been discovered in the most unexpected place, Canada's far north. Anand Ram has details about our country's polar rhino.
A pony in the winter was specifically the wording that I used.
But it's actually a rhino. Yes, an ancient 23-million-year-old distant relative of these animals. Same size as an Indian rhino, but likely furry and with one pointy feature missing.
Modern rhinos have horns, but actually a lot of rhinos in the past did not have horns. In fact, it was closely related to species that lived in Europe.
But how did this newly named species, Epiatheracerium itgiluk, get from Europe to what's now Devon Island in Nunavut?
There was a land bridge connecting basically over from Northern Europe, up over to Greenland and into the Arctic islands of Canada. We hypothesized that this animal was either crossing on land or what little water did exist between those islands.
Okay, so here we have a fragment and it's a piece of rib.
The fossils were discovered decades ago and were carefully studied at the Canadian Museum of Nature.
Probably the back of that skull.
The patience of paleontologists, like doing a jigsaw puzzle without the back of the box.
You're looking at other descriptions of skeletons and using that as your guide to figure out where the pieces might go. But on the side, we have a table of scraps that we couldn't figure out where they fit.
But even with 75% of the complete skeleton, these fossils are changing the view on how these animals moved around our planet millions of years ago.
The bridge across the North Atlantic was probably active for upwards of 20 million years longer than what we initially thought it was. And to me, that's pretty interesting and pretty exciting.
Suggesting these polar rhinos followed their hornless noses across continents for the best food. Anand Ram, CBC News, Toronto.
The Bank of Canada has lowered its key interest rate for the second month in a row. It was cut by 25 basis points and now stands at 2.25%. That's the lowest it's been since July of 2022. But as Anis Haydari reports, it's not likely to drop any lower anytime soon.
Go Jays.
Go Jays.
Yes, go Jays. Thank you all.
The Toronto Blue Jays are looking up, but interest rates are down, now 2.25%, a 25 basis point cut. It could be the last cut for a while.
I hope our message is fairly clear today that, with this cut and based on this outlook, we think the current policy rate is about right. But we recognize there's a lot of uncertainty out there.
The trade war with the U.S. is damaging the Canadian economy, says the central bank. Lowering rates can't fix that, but could help. Lower interest rates make borrowing and business investments cheaper, but go too low and inflation can spike.
That's actually why they kind of went to said we're comfortable with where levels are today. In regards to lower interest rates in the Bank of Canada, inflation is the biggest risk. And by no means are we out of the hairs or the target of inflation.
Recent inflation numbers were a bit higher than the 2% target, but for now, the bank says it could stay under control. And as tariffs slam some sectors, economic growth could be weak this coming year. So while it's not getting worse by some measures, the bank is cutting rates since the economy may feel sluggish.
And it's kind of akin to driving along the 401 at 75 kilometers an hour, right? You're going forward, you're not in recession and going backwards, but you're getting past on the left and the right, and you don't feel like you're really moving like you should be.
U.S. tariffs have Canada changing who it trades with. The Bank of Canada may not have tools to make that easier.
And interest rates don't really have a big impact, but fiscal policy and capital spending and investment priorities probably do.
Those spending decisions and priorities could come up in the federal budget next week. Anis Haydari, CBC News, Calgary.
We're now 100 days away from the Winter Olympics in Italy. The opening ceremony for Milano Cortina 2026 is slated for February 6th. These will be the fourth Olympic Games to be held in Italy. They'll happen in the northeast of the country. Megan Williams reports from Milan.
Well, the Milan Cortina 2026 Winter Olympics got off to a bumpy start, delays, controversies, but it seems to be pretty smooth sailing right now. The main new hockey rink, which will soon become a concert venue after, that's where the men's hockey will be held, is almost complete here in Milan. There's also a rink for women's hockey. These events are going to take place in Milan, but there are two hubs in this Winter Olympics here in Milan and also in Cortina d'Ampezzo, which is an alpine town about 400 kilometers away. This Olympics is the most spread out in Olympic history, over 22,000 kilometers. That's 4 different Italian regions that are hosting this Winter Olympics. In Cortina d'Ampezzo, that's where the bobsled track has been constructed. They weren't even sure if they were going to get that done in time. They were talking about holding it in Lake Placid, but it is done and dusted and even came in under budget. There's also a curling rink, so Canadians can tune in and watch the curling from this beautiful alpine town. Ticket sales are strong, 800,000 sold so far, and the excitement is building here in Milan and across northern Italy. Megan Williams, CBC News, Milan.
It's another big night for the Toronto Blue Jays. Game 5 of the World Series is happening in Los Angeles, with the teams tied at 2 wins each. But if you think the Dodgers have an advantage playing in front of a hometown crowd, think again. Jamie Strachan tells us all about the Jay fans there cheering them on from the stands.
Hit well.
For Canadians living in California,
and this one will go.
It's a great time to be a Blue Jay fan.
So I live in San Francisco right now, so I've been tracking the Jays since they're doing well, over the years, and so as soon as there was an opportunity to come down here, I bought a ticket and I'm here.
In the air to left field.
And there's been lots to cheer about.
They get a great team effort.
I'm losing my voice right now after last night.
Amazing 6.
Jays in 6! Jays in 6!
Not quite the Rogers Center, but Blue Jays fans well represented.
Tons, yeah. In our section, there was a lot of fanfare and a lot of support. We had some friends in the crowd, so it was all good.
And the Blue Jay hats and jerseys sprinkled throughout Dodger Stadium haven't gone unnoticed.
Just really cool to see that, and we appreciate the support.
For sure makes a difference, having people in the stands behind us, supporting us, and hearing those Blue Jays chants are great.
About 70,000 Canadians live here in California, the most of any U.S. state. For those not lucky enough to have a ticket, this West Hollywood restaurant has become the de facto headquarters for expat Blue Jay fans.
Let's go! Let's go!
It just picked up, and last night we had a nice big crowd, beautiful game, nice ending.
Owner Gianni DeFazio moved to LA in the early 90s. He says word is spreading that there's a spot in LA for Blue Jay fans to enjoy this World Series run.
My brother-in-law and I were both from Montreal, so they're learning that we're Canadian, so we're starting to develop a beautiful Canadian crowd.
The restaurant has been busy for games with a special Canadian-themed menu in place, designed to give fans a taste of Canada.
Smoked meat sandwiches, poutine, moosehead beer, so make all the Canadians feel at home.
Next up on the menu, hopefully another Blue Jay win. A chance for Canadians living here in California to proudly wear their Blue Jay colors. That's COLOURS. Jamie Strachan, CBC News, Los Angeles.
It is that time of year when skiers across the country are hitting the training slopes before winter competitions. But what about the people behind the athletes? The CBC's Isabella Calisi spoke to a Yukon ski tech about what it's like behind the scenes of Team Canada's next-gen ski cross team.
Cal Ervold says his job is simple. He makes the skis for Team Canada's next-gen ski cross team go fast. This is by sharpening, waxing, adjusting, and brushing each pair of skis before a race. He also travels with the team to countries like Italy, France, and Germany, and works with them on the slopes, passing information or encouragement to the skiers. The life of a ski tech isn't all glamour, though. Often, Ervold says, he finds himself and other ski techs sharpening and waxing skis in hotel parking garages, using their own tables and equipment that they've transported from home. He says the biggest thing he had to learn was how to adjust skis quickly and efficiently.
That was the big thing, is just getting much faster at tuning a pair of skis, because there was some nights when at the World Cup races, you're doing like 12 pairs of skis a night. And you want to go to bed at a reasonable time, and even still moving pretty quick. There would be some nights didn't get to bed till 11:30, 12 at night, and then have to get up at 6 the next morning to go racing.
Ervold got his start on the team in 2024, but has been working in ski-adjacent jobs all his life and grew up doing ski cross in Alberta. His piece of advice for aspiring techs: don't burn your bridges.
The ski industry in Canada is small and pretty tight-knit group, so just have good connections, because that's ultimately what got me to where I am, is just thankfully not really burning any bridges and always having good relationships with the people that I've met along the way throughout ski racing.
Ervold says a lot of the skills he uses on the professional level he learned over the years at different jobs. He adds it may not seem like it from watching athletes on TV, but ski cross is a team sport, with techs like him supporting their teammates in the background. Isabella Calisi, CBC News, Whitehorse.
And that is Northbeat for tonight. For news anytime, go to cbc.ca/north. Thank you for watching. I'm Megan Roberts. Have a good night.